If these three signs appear, it's a sign that God is preparing something big for you. Have you ever felt like life has become too heavy? As if every step requires a strength you no longer have. You pray, you wait, you cry, and still everything feels silent. But what if that silence isn't rejection? What if it's preparation? Today, I want to speak to you who are tired, to you who are waiting, to you who feel like God is distant. Maybe God is closer than you imagine. Stay with me until the end of this video, because the final message might be exactly what you needed to hear today. The process no one sees. There is something almost no one likes to talk about, but it appears all throughout the Bible. God never uses someone publicly before shaping them deeply in private. Before the promise, there is the process. Before the victory, there is the wilderness. Before exaltation, there is silence. We love the result, but God cares about character. We want quick answers, but God works in depth. And the process hurts. It wounds, confuses. But if you are in the process, it's because there is a purpose. Sign number 1, God's prolonged silence. Maybe you're living this right now. You pray and feel nothing. You seek answers, but everything remains the same. This creates anxiety, fear, and doubt. You start wondering if God has forgotten you, if you did something wrong, or if it's even worth continuing to believe. But here is a powerful truth. God's silence is not abandonment. Just as a teacher remains silent during a test, God sometimes stays quiet to reveal who you have become. He is watching your faith when there is no response, your character when no one is watching, your perseverance when everything feels stuck. David cried out, "How long, Lord?" And yet God was forming a king. Joseph wept in prison, forgotten and treated unjustly. But God was preparing a governor. Strong trees don't grow fast. They grow deep. And maybe God is deepening your roots right now, so you will stand firm when the storm comes. Today's silence may be the stage for tomorrow's great work. Sign number 2, plans falling apart. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever built plans with all your heart, only to watch everything fall apart? Something that seemed right, something you fought for, and suddenly it ended. That hurts. It frustrates you. It makes you question everything. But many times that isn't failure. It's God protecting you. Joseph dreamed of leadership, yet he was sold as a slave. It looked like the end, but it was only the beginning of God's plan. The Bible says that a person plans in their heart, but the Lord directs their steps. Maybe God is moving you away from something that looked good, because He knows it wasn't the best for you. Abraham placed Isaac on the altar and discovered something profound. God didn't want to take the promise. He wanted the heart. Maybe today God is asking you to let go of something, not to hurt you, but to take you to a higher level of faith. Trust even when you don't understand. Sign number 3, resistance and opposition. There is something interesting about walking with God. When you decide to obey, resistance increases. Criticism appears. Doors close. People change. Nehemiah rebuilt the walls and faced mockery, threats, and betrayal, yet he kept going. Paul was persecuted, imprisoned, and rejected, and still declared, "If God is for us, who can be against us?" Opposition is not a sign of defeat. It is confirmation of calling. The enemy doesn't fight someone who poses no threat. Maybe the battle you are facing right now is proof that God trusts you. Resistance strengthens you, forges your character, and reveals who truly walks with you. Conclusion: if you are living through silence, broken plans, or opposition, don't give up. God is not late. He is preparing you. Nothing in your life is in vain. Not a single tear, not a single season of waiting, not a single pain. What feels confusing today will become testimony tomorrow. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to the channel now. Here, you'll receive weekly content that strengthens your faith, renews your hope, and helps you stand firm in God's process. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos, and become part of this growing community that trusts in God's purpose every day. And share this video with someone who needs to hear this word today. Remember, God works in silence, but what He is preparing will surprise you.